If you eat right and take care of your body in certain ways, you'll notice something surprising. Within just 3 to 4 weeks, you can naturally reduce your sleep requirement by 2 to 3 hours, effortlessly. Food is not a religion. Food is not a culture. Food is simply fuel for this body. Yes, there may be cultural influences on taste, and even religious associations with certain foods over time. But fundamentally, food is fuel for this machine, the human body. So the real question is, what kind of fuel allows this body to function with minimum internal struggle and maximum efficiency? Imagine this: if you buy a petrol car and fill it with diesel, it may still move, but it will never perform at its best. The same is true for your body. You can eat many kinds of food and still function, but not optimally. However, communities that eat consciously show a clear difference in their energy, their intelligence, and their overall functioning. In India, traditionally, food was prescribed differently based on one's lifestyle. If you were doing physical labor, you ate one way to build strength. If you were involved in trade or business, you ate differently. Warriors had their own diet. And if you were focused on education, spirituality, or higher aspects of life, your food was entirely different. Because when you are in education, one of the biggest challenges is focus. Let's be honest, the average textbook is not written for brilliance. It's written as a general prescription for everyone. That's why many people struggle with it. They read the same page 10 times and still don't understand it. But pick up a novel or a love story, you remember every word. So it's not that you lack memory. It's not that you lack focus. It's just that your chemistry with the subject isn't working. To overcome this, you need a higher level of focus and involvement. Another major challenge for students is sleep. A textbook can act like a tranquilizer. You can stay awake till 2 a.m. watching a movie, but open a textbook at 9 a.m., and suddenly you feel sleepy. Why does this happen? Because of inertia in the body. In yogic science, there are 3 qualities of energy: tamas, inertia; rajas, activity without balance; and sattva, balanced, stable energy. For learning, you need sattva, a balanced and steady state of mind. Because here, you are trying to focus on something that doesn't naturally interest you. And for that, your mind and body must be stable and alert. This depends greatly on how you eat. Let's simplify it. Food travels through your digestive system, from your mouth to your intestines, through what is called the alimentary canal. Digestion begins in the mouth. If you observe animals, there are 2 main types: herbivores and carnivores. Their digestive systems are very different. Carnivores mostly have cutting teeth. Herbivores have both cutting and grinding teeth. Humans, we have both. This means we are designed to chew our food properly. Why is chewing important? Because your saliva contains enzymes that begin digestion right in your mouth. If you place a little raw rice in your mouth and chew it, you'll notice it starts tasting sweet. That's because carbohydrates are being broken down into sugar right there. Ideally, 30 to 50% of digestion should happen in your mouth. But today, most people swallow food quickly, often undigested or poorly chewed. This forces the body to work harder, requiring more food to produce the same energy. And when the body has to process excess food, it creates inertia. More inertia means more sleep. But if you eat consciously and maintain proper posture, you'll notice a natural reduction in your sleep requirement within weeks. Personally, for over 25 years, I have managed on an average of just 2.5 hours of sleep. Recently, I've become a bit relaxed and now sleep around 4.5 hours. And I'm not alone. Many people around me live active, joyful lives with just 4 hours of sleep, without stress or irritation. One major factor behind this is how you eat. Not just what you eat, but how you eat. Food is a living thing. At least 40 to 50% of what you eat should be in its raw, natural form: fruits, vegetables, nuts, or sprouts. These are living foods. If you eat dead food all the time and expect to feel alive, it becomes difficult. But when you include live foods in your diet, you'll notice improvements in your focus, your energy, and your sleep patterns. And remember, just staying awake is not enough. You must stay alert. Because your level of alertness determines how much life yields to you. Another important aspect is the complexity of food. Your body is a highly sophisticated system, a complex form of memory and intelligence. If you eat foods with simple structures, like fruits and vegetables, they integrate easily into your system. But if you consume more complex foods, like animal meat, especially mammals, it becomes harder for your body to fully process and integrate them. These foods carry more complex biological codes, including emotions and patterns of life. Your system may not fully break these down, leaving subtle imprints. So if you choose to eat non-vegetarian food, it's better to consume forms that are biologically simpler and further away from human complexity, such as fish. Ultimately, the way you eat shapes your energy, your focus, and your life. Because food is not just about survival. It is about how you live.